What do you think would have to be a reason for Superman to make his own island, Mike?
Um, I would think that maybe, yeah, I don't know. I can't come up with anything. I don't know
Okay,
why
well,
he would need an island.
it's weird, and we'll show you
Yeah.
why, and not only just why he made one, but why it looks the way it does.
Frozen, frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen, frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about comic books, costumes, facts, boots, and other stuff. In this week's issue,
Superman has his own island?
Welcome. Nope.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Welcome into another episode of Bros, Foes, and Heroes. I'm Zach, joined as always by the man who is up to date on all of his maritime law, Mr.
Oh, that's
Mike.
me.
Yeah.
That is me. I know all the knots. I have all the best knots.
The best knots
have-
you've ever seen.
The best knots you've ever seen. You will not make a knot without me. I want to say that we're going to make knots great again. America was built on knots. And we're going to get back to those maritime knots and those little funny flags that the guys flip around.
The little funny flags.
Those are fun.
Oh, we're getting ready for the 250, aren't we? With a bunch of maritime stuff. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for
I thought you were going to
4th
say
of
I'm trying
July
to figure
this
out
year.
which country I'm going to move to.
Well,
That's
been something I've been thinking about for a while. But what we're doing this week is last week, like I had recorded them and didn't have a chance to put them out, so I finally did.
Yeah.
So we had two little silly Batman stories we did. And I'm one who always loves to give, like if we poke fun at, Batman, I have no problem poking fun at like Superman or somebody else too. Because the Silver Age for me, there's so many just ridiculously either just simple or goofy or just fun stories that it's nice for Mike and I to be able to read them and laugh about. So I have a pair of Superman stories for us to go over this week. And then I thought what I'm going to do at least the rest of the month, we're going to go over Lobo. I'm talking about from like his first appearance.
Love
and
that.
Then we will also bring up what more people know of him from like obviously in the 90s with Keith Geffen and stuff like that. Because when he appears
about Lobo, so I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah.
And I've been trying to, I did it last summer. I'll look through too, and I'll probably do another episode of like, hey, who's here in this that we don't know? The thing with this Supergirl movie though, is I feel like, well, I don't know obviously until it comes out and we see it, but I feel like we kind of at least should know most of the characters that are going to appear in there, or like we've talked about on the show some, especially since we covered the, Woman of Tomorrow story.
Yeah.
I do know that there are probably going to be some other characters, like small ones here and there, that I'll try to like dig around, find some spoilers, and at least introduce you to who they might be. But Lobo is going to be the big one. So we will go ahead and tackle Lobo. We will also do the same for Lanterns, closer to the August date, because I know that Sinestro's in there, and we can cover like the origin of Sinestro. We can talk about John Stewart and how he became a Lantern. Like there's a lot of stuff we can do to get you set up for that. But that's just what we have coming up. Also, part 2 of our pit coverage at some point in time. We did that with Red Lighter a couple weeks ago, and that was a blast. A lot of fun. And I promise we're also going to have some more Green Arrow before it's all said and done too.
He promises we'll have some more Green Arrow.
I promise. That does all the housekeeping that I have now. So I think it's time for us to get. You're like down at an angle now.
I hate when you can see the green part of my hat.
Well, that's why you get one that's the same color.
Well, I'd love to, but I just picked this one off a shelf.
Yeah, so you should see it when you grab it.
Oh, shut up.
Okay. Wow. See the abuse that I have to deal with, guys.
Yeah, it's really rough. He really gets
Mike's window.
Yeah. How about that? Is that better?
Yeah,
okay, right?
that's good. Yeah.
Who was the old guy that was always on the radio in New York?
That's a lot of people. What old guy?
He was like he was on the same thing as Howard Stern, like, but he was one guy.
Don Imus.
Don Imus. Yeah,
I feel like Don Imus
knew that. The camera's way up here.
Oh yeah, he did that, and then he said, racist
They
things
did
about a
terrible
women's
things,
basketball
yeah.
team. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that's who I think it was. Anyway, let's get into something a little more lighthearted, and that is some silly Superman stories. Our first one
Yeah.
that we will have today is The Secret of Superman Island, Mike.
Mm.
So Superman has his own island. It is
Yeah.
shaped like him too.
You know what
'cause
that looks like? That looks like
Superman?
when you go on Facebook and somebody is making cakes for the first time and trying to sell them. That's what that looks like.
That is what it would look like if I made a Superman cake. Like, I'm all for this. I think we've talked about this before. I'm a big baker. Like, I find joy in baking. And so I've always wanted to, like, my mom, when I was growing up and stuff, I remember she had like all these different like character pans and stuff like that. And she would make cakes, but she was pretty
Yeah.
good at it.
Yeah.
I'm not. So I do want to try to like find these and like maybe I can make a Superman cake like that, Mike.
I tell you who got rich off that was Wilton, the company Wilton.
Was
Because
they
they
made
made
ice cream
all the
cakes
cake
or the
pans,
pans?
they made all the tips, they made all the things. And there for a while, cake decorating went through like a renaissance. And people all learned, like I went and took cake decorating classes.
I was okay.
At
Can you make a
Montgomery-
flower?
Hey, at Montgomery Ward's is where I took them. How about that? Huh? So I took cake
They
decorating
created
classes.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I made a couple of cakes,
Mhm.
I could probably fart one out if I really needed to now.
I hope not. I hope you make it.
Place over in
do,
Beverly
like,
Hills, though, that used to sell all the Wilton supplies, they're gone. So I'm not sure where I would get all my supplies other than Amazon.
Yeah, no, that's probably where you would have to, or else
Have
like
you
I
ever
don't
used
know.
like a piping bag and stuff like that?
I have, but I also I'll make my own piping bags in a sense if I don't have any, where I can just do a Ziploc baggie and you just cut the, you control the.
You can do
flow
that,
that
or
way.
you can use wax paper, or not wax paper. What's the other
Parchment paper? Yeah,
Yeah,
and you can make a cup out
those
of it.
work really well.
These
Yeah.
have been baking tips with Mike and Zach.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this.
There will
We'll see you
be-
again next week with.
I can
which
promise
eggs
you at
do I
least
use?
one person will appreciate this.
Hey, just real quick, I said the word eggs.
Yes.
You ever got a double yolk?
Yes.
You ever got a bloody yolk?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's something everybody. If you eat enough eggs, I think you're going to get both of them.
For sure.
So
I got burnt out on eggs there for a while.
Did you?
Where yeah.
Okay.
And so there was a good like stretch where I just didn't eat any. I'm back to eating them now because I have a son who loves them. So
Big egg got to you, huh?
yeah, big egg got to me. Okay.
Okay.
Back to
Sorry.
Superman. See, this is what happens. This is what we did with our one last week too, is our first one, because these are both shorter stories. We're not like, a whole lot goes into it.
Yeah.
But our first one was like 30, 40 minutes. And then our second one was like 15 because like we got on the.
All right.
No,
I'm done
we're
with
good.
eggs.
We can talk about eggs more if you want to, but our story today is The Secret of Superman Island. It was written by Edmund Hamilton, artist Wayne Boring, and the inker was Stan Kay.
Right?
Huh?
This is so timely for our current times.
It is very much. I almost did I told you, I was like, I'm not going to do that joke for our cold open on this, but January of 1957 is the title of when this was released there. 10 cents for this issue, Mike. So
where's he going to land? Where's he going to land that plane?
Nowhere, honestly. Like he makes it to where, well, you'll see when we get into it. So
what I'm saying, you plan on it's got a big point on the end of it too. Is he planning? He looks like he's going straight for the crotch.
He does right now, but everybody is confused. We get a staple of all these, a staple of all these stories is there's like a splash page that either gives you something that never happens or it like just throws you in the story, remember, and then it starts from the beginning. So this is Lois in a plane trying to figure out like, oh, Superman must be up to something out there creating his own island. Lois in a plane. I almost did a Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, but I thought I'd focus on two Superman stories. I think I'm going to go out on a limb and say this, that there is it's unintentionally funny and just ridiculous and therefore tremendous. And I love Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane as a title.
Oh, you're talking about
they should bring it back. The other, no, I'm just talking about when we cover those stories from there in general. Like that's one I wish they'd bring back.
Great. Yeah.
I
think you'd have a hard time with that title nowadays.
Well, you would actually, no, because you have the space. It's Superman's girl space friend. Remember, they don't want you to get confused.
That's true.
So our story just starts off where, people are wondering why Superman is gathering up all this material and where he's taking it. Like he's taking rocks from mountains, he's clearing this land, and they just see him like go somewhere with it. I did love this too. Like after the rocks, he like smashed them together to like form the island he wants. He then thinks to himself, "Oh, I have to go get plants of all the right colors." Like he is so hung up on it. It has to look exactly like me. So as you see that there on the bottom panel where it goes, "From far lands come super landscaping." He has blue and yellow and red plants. So he does. He creates this island to look just like him. So it's Superman Island. Perry White, at the head of the boss at the Daily Planet, they get word of this, and he's like, "We got to figure out what's going on here. Lois, you and Clark go check out to see what's up at Superman Island." And Lois is like, Clark's off reporting on another story, but like, I'll go and I'll get you an answer. So they decide to go by plane because they've noticed already that Superman has made the island steep enough that people can't like land their boats up to it.
It's like there's nowhere. One area really steep, goes straight up.
Straight up. But so like there's no place for these boats to dock. The thing is, though, once they're flying, they also realize though that it tells why they can't land either. Oh, here we go. Superman yells out to everybody who's there to like figure out what the island is for. He goes, "Listen, all of you, I cannot permit any of you to visit my island. That's why I built it in my shape so that nobody will ever try to land on it by mistake." So his idea was like, I'm going to make an island look like me so nobody knows not to land on it.
What a project.
Lois thinks, well, there must be something hidden on there, but like there's no place for them to be able to land the plane either. So like nobody can land on this island, but they want to know like, oh, okay, something else must be going on.
See where that lighthouse is?
Yeah. It is a very lighthouse. But it also brings up that the reporters aren't the only ones trying to look and figure out the scoop of what's going on, that the Coast Guard also wants to head out because they're afraid that him making that island has interrupted like, the passages for the boats. Like it might have. Yeah. Well, so they're out there sailing around, and as they get close enough, they realize, oh, he built a lighthouse.
Real world thinking all of a sudden.
They built a lighthouse he built a lighthouse that projects his picture out. So people know, oh, you're getting close to Superman Island. Like you go, look, he built a lighthouse that you can see for miles around. Also, a foghorn blares out to you when there's fog and it goes, "Keep off Superman Island," to which Superman says that it is a recording of his super voice that can be turned on and played through fog.
Okay, Superman, let's calm down just a little bit. Not everything needs to be super. It's just your voice, buddy. It's just. But
remember, he had super ventriloquism too at that one point.
He's super.
He's a Superman, Mike. Hence the name.
He's reminded me a little bit of Trump here lately because everything's Superman this, Superman that.
I thought it was very much kind of like
Trump Center. What?
Yeah,
Shut up.
A Homelander situation is what I thought the direct one there was.
Can we take 2 seconds there? Did you watch the end?
Okay, a spoiler alert for people who have.
I haven't watched it.
I haven't either. But I'm just saying that we might. Oh,
you've seen the posts.
Yeah, no, I've seen the posts everywhere. Okay. Yeah, because I've seen people post, like jokes of it.
It made me worry about it. Yeah,
Batman and for Superman.
Yeah,
I don't think. Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say like I know what happens even without saying it. But spoiler alert for the boys right now. If you haven't read the comic or you're not caught up on the show. I thought going into it, obviously, Homelander was going to die by the end of season 5. Like, that's the only remorse they have.
Yeah.
But he's not a good character.
Mm-mm.
He's never been like remember when like people were like, oh, wait, he's a bad guy? And for some of and you were like, have you been watching the same show? Like, yeah man. Yeah.
No, he's always been bad guy.
He was always like I don't want to say, but like a I can't think of the word that I'm trying. Like that fits his character. Mm-hmm. Like that's the way he goes out of because he's not. Sure. He's a deplorable person. He needs to go out in a deplorable way, but yet he's not. he's never been the big hero that everybody thought he was. He would always
Right.
get his butt hurt. Remember, he got into he got upset with the baby in season 1 over the breast milk stuff. Like, so him doing that seems very much on character in a way of just like he was never supposed to be. Have I done a good job of explaining myself with tiptoeing around it for the most part?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
from what you understand, what's his face, Soldier Boy, it goes on into something else. Is that what I'm understanding?
That's what I'm understanding too. I don't know for sure. I might be done with the boys after. I haven't really watched any of the season. I've read some, so like I know, but I will probably finish like at some point in time, go back and watch season 5. So I'm gonna be done with it, and then I might be done with the TV stuff. Like, not saying that it's bad. I just I got
you're getting into a Walking Dead situation here too, though, where Walking Dead was extremely good show. It was extremely good show, but after you got about 3-4 seasons into it, it just started to replicate on itself, and it was just the same stories over and over kind of thing, and change the settings a little bit, kill off a character, bring in somebody new. It's just over and over and over. It was just too much.
Plus, I do feel like I have some other TV that I'm about to watch here soon. Like, we got movies, if it just even the superhero world, like we got Supergirl, we got Clayface, we got Lanterns. Season 2 of Creature Commandos is coming out. Mr. Miracle should come out sometime next year, which I'm stoked for. So, like, I have other stuff in the free time that I have.
Can I give a warning to people?
Yeah, go ahead.
We went to see a movie yesterday. We went to see Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh, okay. Have you seen Obsession yet?
Not yet. No.
I want to get your opinion on it. I do. Everybody seems to like that, but go ahead.
Mandalorian and Grogu does nothing for the franchise at all. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing added. There's nothing taken away. There's nothing. It's just, hey, aren't we good buddies for an hour and a half? And it's not that it was bad. It wasn't bad, okay? But it was a TV show in a movie theater is what it was. And the TV show was about 30 minutes too long. And so you were like, with the whole, he's at one point, one of them calls him his dad, and you're like, oh, that kind of shit. It just, a lot of those kind of things. Here's the big takeaway that the things I did not like about the show, about the movie. 2 voice characters. Okay. One, Jabba the Hutt's son. Jabba the Hutt's son is a big buff slug, very muscle bound, and he fights in some sort of cage match universe where he beats everybody up. Okay.
So he's like a UFC fighter. Got it.
He's kind of like a UFC fighter, but he's been kidnapped, and he's made to do these fights and all this stuff. But he's like buff, right? What do you think? Jabba the Hutt's kid should sound like?
Probably,
if you had to come up with a voice for Jabba the Hutt's kid, just give me a stab at it.
Oh, you want me to do a voice?
Yeah. I want you to just take a stab at it.
I'm thinking of old Jabba, so it would be like low and like kind of like that.
Right. You would think, okay, let's land in that Jabba area. Instead, it's, dude, I'm so glad that you saved me. It was so good of you to show up. Thanks so much, dude. It was like that.
He's a bro.
And I'm like, this is taking me completely out of this character. It was just, now there's another character that is this catfish looking thing that lives on the side of this bayou or whatever. And that's fine. It's stupid. But the whole time I'm thinking about this thing, I'm like, okay, Pedro Pascal, you got paid to do about 14 lines off screen. Then we saw your face for about 5 minutes, and you got a big ass check for this. That's what this was, right? Grogu,
don't hate the player, hate the game.
Oh, I know. But he's on there a lot going bloop, 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 or whatever, And there's a lot of times, Zach, that's just a fucking puppet. I mean, you can tell that's a puppet. At least with Yoda, I was like, yeah, I know it's a puppet, but damn, they're good at it.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of this bouncing kind of thing that you see from Muppets every once in a while, but this one, dude, it might as well have just been boop doop doop doop. Here I come. I'm a big old Yoda. Watch out. It was
I'm a big old Yoda.
It was goofy. But anyway, the other one, the guy who's catfish, lives on a thing. He's got fish strung up, and Grogu sneaks over there and steals one, but he kind of sees it, and blah blah blah. If I'm thinking catfish on the side of the bayou, he's going to be talking to you like this. You better get that catfish and bring that down over to blah blah blah.
Yeah, but it is Star Wars though too.
Not how he talks.
But I kind of understand that one. I understand how that'd be weird. Like
he doesn't speak that way. He says, he says, so you got my fish, huh? Well, I really didn't like the fact that you took my fish. I'm like, what the fuck? What is going on here? Who casts these voices?
I'm kind of, oh, don't tell me that. I'm working on projects in that with including voices. So I like to think I have a decent ear for them.
No, I think we're much better at it.
But I understand that one because Star Wars with accents has never, like, regional ones like that. So I understand. Sure. I don't understand the bro for, like, it would make sense. English. Oh, that is true.
Star Wars universe.
That's why I always appreciated about not Joss Whedon, but about the show Firefly, was that what they spoke was like a mix of Chinese and English, and like that made that always made the most sense to me. Of like, granted, they're on planets far away; they're not even in our galaxy. So
here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. If you watch something like The Good Place. The Good Place did an excellent job of making up a language.
That's true.
And in Star Wars, what you ought to be doing, you ought to be combining those languages and stuff where everybody's got this weird homogenous thing, And
they just talking about the language they made up of just all the curse words they can't say,
that kind of stuff, man. Yeah. And same with Firefly. Firefly had the same kind of language.
For sure, yeah.
They had a lot of catchphrases and stuff that you had no idea, and they had no interest in explaining to you. You just went along for the ride, and I love that
show, though. All right, let me try to get us back to Superman.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Superman.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I just know if I don't, we'll talk about.
Wait on Grogu. Watch it at home. Watch it at home. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, watch it at home and be upset with the accents like Mike is. Or the voice work. So the Coast Guard is fine after Superman uses his foghorn, and they know okay, Superman's thought of everything. Then
it'd be fine if somebody used my foghorn.
Oh, what about your leghorn? So no. I say I do say boy.
Yeah, boy, I said you got my foghorn there. Boy.
There you go. That's about the only one I can do. Yeah, and it's not good. No,
for
Superman,
me.
It wasn't good for me either. Superman's getting all these things together. We don't know what all he's collecting. We just see him go through and he breaks off part of this glacier and
collecting
he uses
a whale.
No, he tells off a whale there. It says even in the abysmal ocean depths, the super search goes on, and he goes, "Don't bother me, whale. I'm looking for something." There it is. Don't bother me, whale.
I would rather have seen Aquaman come by and him just bitch slap him out of the way or whatever.
Don't bother me, fish. And he just
get out of here, fish boy, fish fucker.
And then, but no, you have to do it. And then in the background, there's just Robin just pointing.
Oh, fish.
Oh man. So Superman is finding all this stuff, but we don't know exactly what he's finding. But he's on he's collecting all of this and taking it to his island. And Lois is trying to figure out, I need to figure out what in the world he's collecting on his island that he doesn't want anybody to, come see. Yeah. Maybe if I go through the old headlines that we've written for the Daily Planet, something will jog my memory. And so she looks through and she goes, oh, he visited the scientist, Professor Vanley at Metropolis University, but it doesn't say why he visited him. Maybe that's a clue. So she goes to talk to Dr. Vanley about, hey, why did Superman come see you? And he tells her, I can't tell you. It's a grave thing, and I can't tell you what Superman was doing here. But he's working on something very...
That's a weird way for her to walk.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to say with the legs sticking out.
Rocks or something.
Maybe she is. Yeah. She's this lead, this lead's going to get me nothing. The doctor tells her though, whatever he's doing, it's very dangerous, and I wish he wouldn't, but And about that time, there's a scree, as you see, scree.
Scream!
And the generator he's working on, like, it explodes almost. It just, like, a piece of it blows off and hits the doctor
Yeah.
in the back of the head.
Yeah.
She calls for another doctor to come help that doctor. And that doctor's like, it's just a minor concussion. Doctor. And the doctor's like, it'll just be a minor concussion. He'll be unconscious for some time, though.
Sometime. It's just a minor. Don't worry about it. He'll be fine. He's just going to be out for a while.
I have been concussed, I would say, probably twice in my life.
Really?
Even mildly with football. Well, there was one. Here you go. There was one. I was playing, and I was a lineman, so you're always in like piles and stuff.
Yeah.
But getting myself up, like picking myself up
Yeah.
off the ground, and I had another kid walk over me and take his foot and stomp my helmet back down as he walked over. And that one hurt because my head went, like really.
Yeah.
I remember that one a lot though, because it rung my bell pretty good, and I like walked over there like doing the weird kind of blink thing, and like went, and the coach, that you'll love this, the coach like did the flashlight and checked my eyes, and he was just like, just don't go to sleep right when you get home.
Salt tablet. Take a salt tablet.
And I was just like, okay, cool. So I stayed up like an hour later and then went to bed. Like, I graduated high school still, so
you got the Nightmare on Elm Street treatment. Is what you got.
I did, yeah.
They said, don't go to sleep.
Yeah, just don't go to sleep.
Don't go to sleep.
Cool.
Freddy's coming for you.
The concussion's gonna get you.
The concussion monster is gonna come get you.
So Lois thinks, okay, well then he's doing something dangerous. I got to find somebody to take me out there and actually get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Well, none of the boats want to take her out there until she comes across one that's willing to, yeah, sure, miss, we'll take you to Superman Island for $100.
Did his head turn?
Whose?
In the island?
Yeah.
His head turned, didn't it? It's so turned a little bit.
This is a sentient island, just slowly.
It's a sentient island. Yeah, it's like, look at him. See, that's almost a full head turn.
Do you think that it turns when like boats get near? That would a like whole island looking at you.
Jesus painting. It's like one of those Jesus paintings, where the eyes follow you. Yeah.
But she finds a group, like nobody's willing to take her out to Superman Island because they're like, yeah, no, ma'am. He told us like not to go out there. We're gonna listen to him, like, until she finds a group or two guys that are willing to take her out there for $100. But here's the thing. They are actually wanting to go out there and steal whatever treasure Superman has on his island. So they're just crooks to begin with. Mm-hmm. Well, they start driving around.
Nautical crooks.
Yeah, and you see how steep like the side of it is. Like there's no place for them to dock or like climb up there. Mm-hmm. And then one of the crooks has the idea, well, like this is Superman. He would have thought through everything. He'd probably have a place if somebody got shipwrecked or like their plane went down.
That's where it is. It says boop, boop. There's
they could at least land on the island for safety. Like he wouldn't want them just to die out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Sure.
And sure enough, they are able to find the one little place to park the boat.
He found his opening.
They were very nice. They worked it and they found it.
They asked permission.
They whispered sweet nothings into Superman Island's ear.
Hey, would you be okay with me landing my boat? I mean, I could just do the front part. It'd be fine.
I promise we'll be gentle.
I promise. I've taken this boat many places.
Well, the crooks
one as special as this.
This will be the only opening I remember for the rest of my days. But so the crooks decide, why do people listen to us, Mike?
I don't know. That's somebody out there is laughing their ass off, though.
Yeah,
you're welcome, Red Lighter.
That's not us. Yes, thank you, thank you all of you. I appreciate it very much. But the crooks decide to like pull the wires of their motor too. So like, oh, we do have engine problems. So like, it's a good thing we landed here, and that gives us like an alibi in case Superman shows up. That's what they're thinking. Superman, he's chiseled a giant spade out of like rock that he found to like scoop stuff out. He's going and he's looking for all this stuff, but we don't know exactly what he's trying to find. He has these incredible machines that he's made. One that's like a giant tong on wheels, as you see it as it like claps.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Superman comes back. Lois overhears the two of them talk about stealing Superman's treasure. So she's like, "Oh, you guys aren't boatmen, you're crooks." They chase her down as Superman's coming back, and he has lead plates there. Superman does, and they're like, "Quick, let's hide behind this. He won't see us because he can't see through lead still at this point. It's like one of his weaknesses." And so they hide that, and they like cover Lois's mouth, and they watch him as he takes his giant tong machine and opens up this door, then switches to like the giant shovel thing and takes all the rocks in, and then uses the tongs to close it again. So they're like, okay, whatever's going on in there, that's where all the treasure's at. But Lois has watched all this and thought, oh, I get what's going on. I see if he's not able to touch it, then I think I know what's happening here. So the crooks try to use his machines to open up to see what's
So is it kryptonite? Okay.
So they use the machines to open up the vault that Superman has, and Lois runs away and turns the foghorn on the island so Superman can hear, oh, somebody's there on the island. Because you can't access the foghorn unless you're there, kind of thing. Sure. He hurries back and he sees her and sees the crooks there. And so he like throws his machines into each other to kind of like get them where they can't use them, but also to distract them at the moment. The crooks run into the vault that he has, and Superman's like, I can't follow them in there. Like, I can't go after them. And Lois goes, okay, then what I was thinking is right. That's all kryptonite in there, but why? I don't get it. And he goes, well, we need to go check on Dr. Vanley and he'll explain everything to you. So all the crooks there, and they notice it's kryptonite and they realize it's harmless to us, but we could sell this to the entire underworld and make bank, like selling it to all the villains who want to like stop Superman. There's enough here to destroy him.
Right.
When they get back to Dr. Vanley, he informs Lois that the machine he was working on back there, I guess a generator, he was using it to make atomic power out of kryptonite. He thought that he had found a way to do it where it would be harmless, like the effects would be harmless to humans, and then it would be clean, like energy that they could use for them. But no matter what he used it, he could never get it to where it didn't just completely kill the generators. So unfortunately, it's not going to work.
Now, here's the thing. The island, putting all the kryptonite in one place and then trying to turn it into something, that is not a bad plan.
No.
Now, the island that's shaped like you, maybe that's where the plan fell apart.
Maybe you hide it somewhere a little safer. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like you put it somewhere where they don't go, oh, look, there's a giant floating Superman in the water.
He does all this, and the other story we're going to get to later this week, a place that we visited before shows back up. His Fortress of Solitude. Remember where he used the giant key to get like you can like make a place up there in the Antarctic where nobody's going to
Absolutely.
But so when Superman hears that, oh, okay, you don't need the kryptonite anymore, then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. And he goes back to the island and he tells the thieves, he's like, all right, there's a police helicopter here. Either you guys can turn yourselves in and, go to the police, or I'm about to take care of you guys because I don't need this island anymore. And they're like, oh, he's lifting this entire island out of the water? Because he does. He like Superman flies under the water and like grabs it and he's like lifting it up in the air as he's like flying away with it. So they're like, okay, no, never mind. Like, yeah, we'll turn ourselves in. We surrender. And so they hop on the police copter, I guess. And Superman just hurls all of Superman Island off into space. And
best way to get rid of it. I mean,
that is where we end for that story.
Well, it's going to be a Superman star.
It does. Oh, did you see where it said that?
Yeah, he said he was going to be a Superman star. Yeah.
So now there's whenever you see it, there's a Superman star floating around.
Star wandering through the universe. Yeah.
So there you go. Man. That was the first of our two Superman stories.
Let me ask you something, Zach, and see if you feel the same way about these. These stories, while goofy, they're fun, right?
Oh yeah.
But it seems like they run out of panels at the end, and they go, "Oh shit, we got to end this." And then he goes, "Well, I don't know, have him chunk it in space." and then they're done.
Every time.
Yes,
It is always
every
like,
time.
it's like they'll put so much exposition and like explaining into
Yeah.
the middle part of the story.
Yes.
But at the end,
And in the end's like,
let's
well,
wrap it up
it
as
was
quick
old
as we
Mr.
can.
Jenkins, and
Yeah.
womp, womp, we're done.
Like they had that one story, and I don't even remember. I just remember the Mr. Conklin in the hot room for Batman and Robin. But it's like they spent like 6 pages showing this guy just being disoriented and walking into like a room where they dried paint, and then it ends the whole fight, and the big thing is in 2 panels, and you're like, oh, okay.
Well, I mean, look at this. This is a whole freaking island.
Yeah. So there you go.
Don't need this anymore.
So there you go. Now you know why Superman had his own island. It was to store kryptonite on it, just to try to use as a power source.
Hey, I want to ask you something live while we're recording this.
Uh-oh.
We are doing a paranormal con 1 full day in October here in Waco, Texas at the PAC, PACC. Stands for Pretty and Cool
Venue.
Cinnamon. So anyway, would you be opposed to telling a scary story up on stage? Like, let's say we did a couple of stories from like a Tales from the Crypt or a something like that.
You just want me to read it?
No. You and I. We go over a story.
Oh, like we do a bros thing for it?
Yeah, that'd be fun, wouldn't it?
I'm completely down for that.
I figured that'd be fun, and we'll just do it in that scary vein, with one of the creepy comics or whatever. So anyway, I was just asking you.
Okay, so do you want me to keep it creepy then? Like we'll need to be real creepy, not
creepy, but fun.
I can't do that one where remember where Dracula was.
Don't do Sweet
was terrorizing. No, okay, but Sweetmeat was just but where Dracula was terrorizing the town and like killing everybody, but it was on Christmas Eve, so like Santa Claus killed Dracula.
Santa beat up Dracula. No. I mean that's fine. Whatever you want.
No, I have.
I know there's so many horror comics out there and creepy comics and stuff like that. I thought it'd be fun. Even if you and I did a freaking Casper the Friendly Ghost thing, I still think it'd be fun.
Yeah, no, I can find something.
Okay, cool. We'll just do a little short one, but I'm just letting everybody know. Keep your ears up. In October sometime, there'll be a bonus episode you'll get from us, and it'll be live at that.
Do we want to talk about, I talked about this the other day, and I'm going to ask you this live. Just because I don't know for sure if it's going to happen. Sure. But we might have to both attend Big 12 Media Days in July. Yeah. And we were told, like, we're obviously there helping out with all of our sports stuff. But we were given the directive that as many of our shows can record there, we should do there. Remember?
Yeah.
So should we do?
Yes, we should do a Bros and Heroes there. Yeah.
Big 12 Media Days.
You know what we should do? We should literally invite athletes over to talk about comic books. Because it'll be so different than anything else anybody is asking them about that they'll probably be aligned. You know what I'm saying? Like you get a couple of these 20-something-year-old kids over there, they're going to want to talk about comic books. Some of them.
That's true. I think we set up a booth like, you always see that meme of like, a hot dog is a sandwich or a Pop-Tarts or ravioli debate. That's just what we do. It's just like we set up our booth there and we put up and we have the camera set up and then you just sit down and we talk for
I think it'd be super cool, man. Yeah. Even if we just did little 5-minute things with each one of them or whatever, I mean, if we got 5 or 6 of those done, that'd be great.
Yeah. I still have an idea, and this is us just, shooting the shit live on air. So people just
welcome to shooting the shit.
I've thought that Cam would be a good guest for us to have at some point in time on our show. It's another fellow rogue employee of ours.
Cam was on Bois a couple of times.
That's true. And he's a very funny, but I have something planned specifically for him. There was a comic book in the 90s that was basically Charles Barkley has to solve referee murders.
I love that.
So I thought that me and him on a basketball-esque one,
and he would love it too. Yeah,
no, absolutely.
You guys would love him. He's a very funny guy.
Yes. Okay. Well, enough of the just random show prepping. What we're doing. All those things may happen, may not. We're still, I promise you, still working on the audio drama stuff. And everybody who has emailed me or reached out to me about doing voices, you are absolutely going to be able to.
This
It
is
also
me
makes
making forget about all the projects we bring up.
this it also makes me happy every time I see your buddy Casey. He asked me
Yeah.
about it, and I'm like, okay, he's excited for it. Like,
Oh, he's
I
very
enjoy.
excited.
Yeah,
Dude, here's the thing. My buddy Casey, he retired from teaching Friday,
good for
and
him.
he's already been over here once working on some stuff. He's working on stuff. He sent me a thing last night saying he's turning it from the name of the school inserted their space to a Casey Jones studio space.
Nice, I like that.
So yeah, he's excited to get to work on some
Good,
cool stuff, man.
good. That's awesome. But
That's another guy though, and Zach, this is just me telling something live on air, but like if you need help with this stuff, I'm sure he would be happy to help. So just remember he's an option for you.
I have thought about us redoing. Well, I guess I can talk to you about stuff about maybe redoing the open and stuff here. I
Yep.
know that that's not necessary with that.
Yeah.
I need to. I thought we were gonna. Yeah, we can try stuff out, and then we're still gonna get a girl dinner at some point in time to try to do our theme.
Hey man, I had forgotten all about that. If you'll remind me this next week, I'll reach out to them and see if they can do it, because right now I got them feeling bad because they can't come to their own music video release party. And so
Wow.
I got to get a hold of them because I asked them to maybe do a little just a phone thing, live, so they could talk to people about it. And then if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we made a music video.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
For a band called Girl Dinner here in town. They're very good. They're not here in town, but they are close in Central Texas. And we are doing a music video release party on June 10th at Southern Roots Brewery here in Waco. And then we found out, oh shit, the band's not available. So we'll show the video, and we'll have a couple of other bands there. And then on top of that, hopefully we can get them to live in, and
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Awesome. That'd be awesome. Okay, I will quit rambling. Thank you guys, as always, for all that.
He means I'll quit rambling, is what he means.
No, I will. I did on that one. We still have one more of these to do. So
that's true.
Thank you guys, as always, for watching, for listening, for partaking in the show any way you can. All the comments, all the likes. I need to reply to some of those too, but I appreciate them all so very much. So thank you guys. Also, make sure to check out all the other great podcasts on the Rogue Media Network family of podcasts.
RogueMediaNetwork.com.
If you have any questions, emails, recommendations of your own, feel free, or you just want to tell Mike off, feel free to email us.
Please. I'd love it.
Bros, foes, and heroes at gmail.com, all spelled out BROSFOESANDHEROES at gmail.com.
I wish that they would send me some insults, because I would just read those directly into the camera for shorts. That would be.
We could do after I get enough of them, we can just do segments of.
I would love it.
Yeah. But all right. Until next time, stay safe, everybody.
Gallicon!
Digging the flicks since the age of 6. Digging my kicks, digging on the comics.
This is a Rogue Media Network production.